Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Reality Skewed Gamers D&D session on the Reality Skewed Gamers Twitch channel. I am Finn, and we are here for D&D Wildemount, which is normally on a Saturday, and today is not Saturday. It is a Sunday. You can check your calendar. It's a Sunday. If it says anything else, your calendar is wrong, or you haven't turned the page or something. Yeah. I used to have one of those page calendars where you turn it. Yeah, and they give you little pictures of a dog on each of the days. That was a good calendar. I miss those calendars. That being said, we're gonna jump into our D&D Wildemount campaign. A little bit of a potentially shorter session here, but we are continuing, so we don't have too big of a gap because of me for these sessions. So let us start with introductions. First off, at the top, Mr. Johnny.
Playing as Reed Tealeaf, a halfling rogue assassin.
And then let's also introduce Grim.
I'm playing as Dramzal, your orc cleric.
So Grim is on his way, but in the meantime, Johnny will be playing double duty. I am Balin, the human sorcerer. And then down below me is Corinth.
I'm Hadlin, your dwarven eldritch knight, and who was very glad he didn't have to introduce himself as Elione.
It is true. It is true. Then we have Miss Christy.
I play Critty. I'm a half-elf bard.
Then we have Mr. Ranger. Ranger will be playing the duty of many characters today, which we will get into here in a little bit. And then
that's why I did ta-da.
Yeah, it's true. That's all it is. It's ta-da. And then lastly, we have Miss Ouchie.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm play Elione. She's a very high elf who likes fish and chips. Yeah, we had a fish and chips thing a few weeks ago, didn't we?
Did.
I would like to hear Corinth's Elione voice.
I kind of do too. Not gonna lie.
Oh.
As somebody that sucks his voices,
You can
worry,
say
no.
Yeah, it's okay. You can say no.
Yeah, we'll just go with no. Yeah, I didn't show up to practice, so I can't do an Elione.
There you go.
That's actually way better than anything I could do. Nicely
it's
done.
not like she's that. She's just a boring, like a little girl voice. But she likes to imbibe with certain herbs.
Yes, this is true. And demons. Okay.
And demons with herbs. Although, no, wait. That guy left.
He did.
He left me.
He bailed on you.
So forget him.
Are you sure? Are you
I'm
sure he
over it.
isn't playing hard to get and you want him more now?
I don't work that way.
Okay. All right. So, let us pick up where we had left off because we are in the middle of something interesting now. So, the group had just come back from retaking Kegheim. And none other than King Hadlin emerged with a new weapon and a whole group of dwarves that were ready to help him make Kegheim a stronghold where it once used to be. But during that time, Drom got a emergency message to return to Zadash from none other than Blint. Very confused, everyone went back quickly to Zadash, and Drom had a meeting with himself. That's pretty much what happened. Yeah, he went in and talked to himself for a little while. The rest of the group went around and tried to do other tasks, such as tracing down who wanted to make sure Hadlin did not become king, where did that note come from that Reed had found, courtesy of the twins, and several other things. And along the way, they found out about a tournament. Well, when they found out about the tournament, they were like, what is this tournament? And they went and decided that they would enter. At the same time, our Cobalt Soul brethren, Mr. Hadlin and Miss Ellie, got given some information that was not pleasant. that many of the not so pleasant deities of this realm are starting to conspire to try and bring an end to the light, with the ringleader apparently none other than the Spider Queen herself. So, with this piece of information, they were in quite a quandary. The Dwendalian Empire is fighting the Kryn up in the frigid region in order to try and take over different lands over there. The Jorhassians and all of the Kryn are also worried, or not aware, that their Luxons are being targeted in order to scuff out the light. And so there's a lot going on right now. But the winner of said tournament would get audience with King Dwendal himself, not a prize to be taken lightly. And so the group has entered in under the name of Poor Decisions, P-O-U-R, Decisions, and trying to win the tournament in order to gain audience with King Dwendal. The day had come for the tournament, and they had all entered into the arena. All the combatants are slowly amassing. They're in their groups, and currently, as we stand, you all are in a waiting area. All the groups are kind of just together in their little kind of collective cliques, just eyeing other groups, waiting for the tournament kind of brackets or matchups and rules and everything to be explained, which none of these have been to you yet. And yeah, everyone is just kind of in their cliques right now, waiting as the entrants come in. From the looks of it, there don't seem to be a whole lot of entrants. Total number at the current time you see is maybe about 10 others. You don't know how many more are showing up. But what you're noticing is there are many people trying to get in where the guards are turning them away. If you're interested in kind of what you believe is going on, you can roll a perception check to get an idea. You are very perceptive, Critty.
Critty is interested in everything that's going on.
Apparently. Okay. Nicely done. And not so nicely done on the second one, but the first one
What?
works.
Why did it do it twice?
It's okay.
Stupid
I'll
thing.
do the-
Enthusiasm.
That second one is as drum.
I gotcha. Okay. And does Hadlin care, or Hadlin doesn't care?
No.
Hadlin doesn't care.
I'm
Got it.
I'm still eating pieces of the pie that I put in my bag that from the pie shop.
Gotcha. That
It's
was a
actually
good call.
quiche, so it's
I forgot about pie.
Yeah. Hadlin did not. All right. By the way, hello, Buzzsaw. Who I met this past Friday, by the way. In person. We went golfing. Well,
Did
kind
you
of top
partake
golfing.
of his services?
No, I did not partake of his services. I did, however, take a picture with him with the inflatable hot tub, still in the box, but with the hot tub, since he was the one that got me it. So just throwing that out there. All right, so Critty, Reed, and Ellie all notice you're kind of combining your views of everything. Not only are you noticing that people are getting turned away, but there is only a small number actually in this combatants arena. What you can quickly tell is the ones that are in the combatant areas are clearly more skilled than the ones that are being turned away. The ones that are being turned away, while they may be fighters in some right, do not pose a threat at all, basically. And what you can gather from, especially Critty, you get a little more insight into this as you notice more specifics about maybe some of the things that you can kind of make out that the guards are saying and everything. The goal is to find the most elite combatants in Zadash right now. Whether you traveled here from far, whether you're from Zadash itself, the tournament itself is trying to find the most elite combatants. They are not wasting their time with anyone they do not perceive as being powerful, basically. So you're able to discern that more specifically in terms of what the guards are trying to do. But Ellie and Reed, you just notice they're allowing the strong ones in and the weak ones out.
Okay, so out of almost nowhere, nobody really sees this, but I pull out like a chalkboard or a whiteboard situation, and I explain that only the elite fighters remain, and I start making X's and O's, and I'm like making a plan of attack that's reminiscent of, you know, American sporting events.
John
And
Madden comes in, boom!
I'm really like very inspirational, and I am going to use Inspiring Leader to give everybody 16 temporary hit points
Nice.
Very nice.
during my impromptu coaching session.
That is useful. Nicely done.
Thanks.
Finn, if you can you throw the ability to edit Drom's sheet on me? If not, just to get those hit points on.
Hold on, let me see. I don't think I can give you the ability to edit, but I can add the hit points, I think.
Remind me again, do I put the 16 in temp or do I
Correct.
add it to my hit points and
No,
put
no,
that
temp.
whole number in
Just
temp?
put it in the temp.
Temp.
So put 16 there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You should be completely healed right now. You can do a
Yeah.
long rest if you haven't, but yes.
Thank you.
Okay, let me get to Drom's character sheet really quick. Okay. There we go. Okay. Drom's character sheet has been updated for you. I'll have to deal with I think the damage and everything too, but we can get to that later.
All right. Yeah. Let me refresh it. There we go.
Okay. So as you guys are looking around, you can see that from the combatants area, there are a few kind of windows and everything as well. Everybody is able to see this. It's easy enough for you guys. You can see that the audience is also starting to amass in this arena. Your view right now is it's obscured basically of what the arena is. There is basically a fog over the arena itself. Pretty sure it's magical. I'll save you guys the time. You're pretty sure it's a magical fog designed to hide the arena itself, but you can see kind of above the fog and see where the crowds are starting to come into the stadium from your view.
Any of that fog down in the field of battle itself or not?
Yes.
Nice. Good.
Okay. So how are we considered elite people all of a sudden? What?
I knew we should have gone shopping for fancy tournament outfits.
Now we look fantastic. Your hair is just positively perfect.
Besides, normally with people like these, the ones that try to make themselves look more grandiose are the first ones that'll go down.
We're super tough. We've got this. I mean, nobody's kicked us out yet. That must mean we're good.
I don't really even know what we're supposed to be doing.
We're gonna fight, and then we're gonna get to see the king, and I'm gonna ask him to autograph my book about the Dwendalian Empire. Very excited.
But you want me to sign your book?
The other king. The other king.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We've already autographed lots of things because remember when you were like paying for stuff and you wrote your. I just kept all that.
Wow.
There's a lot of tavern owners that are really mad at me now because you haven't actually paid for anything, but it's been very exciting.
You're so smart, Grady.
Yeah.
I would have never thought of that.
Pretty's starting her own third-party merchandise company.
Oh my god.
It's called E-Sword Toast.
I th- if King Dwendal does give us audience and maybe gives us one wish, let's make sure that we don't request a signature for a book.
Yeah, probably not the best use of that.
Mm-mm.
But I'm really charming, so I'm just gonna ask him after we make our wish.
I like that idea much better.
That's a good idea.
Mhm.
Maybe we could have somebody who's a particular good portrait illustrate her. Like, we could stand next to the king first as they try to quickly sketch it out.
I believe that's sketch bombing. All right, so you guys have some idle chit chat for like about 10 minutes, as you see groups being turned away in mass, and then lastly a group comes in, all again looking like fairly good fighters, not necessarily fighters of the class, but just fighters, warriors in general. Reed, you recognize one of them as the man you had gained information from with your thieves' cant the day before. You also notice he looked at you, just acknowledged you, and turned away.
I'll sort of nod, turn away as well.
Okay. So once that team comes in, you hear the gates kind of behind the group, behind the guards closing. You see a bunch of people trying to rush into the combat stuff, but the guards are just pushing them away, and ultimately the gates close. There appear to be 4 clicks.
We were elite. Totally elite. We're on this side of the gate, bud.
I hope this is the right side of the gate.
Yeah, did we get in?
Or are we being kept out and everyone else is better?
Of course we got it. Come on.
That is true. We have the king. Well, one of the kings.
We got right past the bouncers. We knew a guy.
And one of Hadelin's signatures.
Yep. The original dwarven gangster. We're walking through this place. Let's go.
Oh my god.
30 pounds of mithril bling hanging around his neck.
30 pounds of mithril is a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my god. As soon as you called yourself the dwarven gangster, I just had thoughts in my head of you just singing, "Been living, lost my life, living in a dwarven paradise."
First I'll mine a mine, then I'll mine another, then I'll find some more, then I'll make a.
Oh my God.
That's very closely to becoming Kegang's anthem.
Oh my god. All right.
It's definitely dwarven paradise, that's for sure.
All right.
All the mining carts are on hydraulics and they're just bouncing down the behind ships.
Hey, I mean, it could be worse. It could be in hi ho, ho, hi ho.
All right. So, as you guys are waiting there, you see that there's 4 groups, including yourself, kind of clicked off into different parts of the room, almost in individual corners, but not exactly spaced out that way. Suddenly, a shadowy illusion pops up in between all of you and just comes on and says, "The tournament is beginning. Matchups are snaps." And behind him on the wall that is from kind of where you guys are away from the stadium entrance, pops up basically a 4-bracket tournament group. You see Poor Decisions is currently planned to face a group called Fire Force. And Silent is planning to fight a group called Elite Fighters. So those are the 4 groups. You have Silent, Elite Fighters, Fire Force, and Poor Decisions.
Look at that fire farce.
It looks like Gonzaga didn't get in.
But they always make the bracket.
I know. I always lose money on them every year.
All right, so you see the groups kind of eyeing each other. No one really knows which group is which, except for their own at the moment. It seems they're all trying to
Now
figure
we
out
need
who
a
they're.
t-shirts. Mm.
Like
I don't know
bowling
if we need a
uniforms.
shirt that says "Poor Decisions."
Do like the digitation, make a little poor decisions emblem.
Okay,
Oh,
you have
I'm just kidding. I'm
Yeah, why
kidding.
not?
I don't know.
It could
Because
be like a
it's-
beer being poured on his own head. That's the
Oh.
Poor Decisions.
Oh dear.
Do you want to or not? You
I do
can.
not. I do
Okay.
not want to do that. That was just a joke. But by all means, if one of you others want to, go right ahead.
Well, I don't know how many dwarves are here, but if I was a dwarf and there was a group called Poor Decisions, I would pretty much assume there was a dwarf in it. So there's probably a dwarf in our group. I don't know who it is though.
Well, there is a dwarf in our
mystery.
group. It's you.
Oh, okay, all right.
Not only do we have a dwarf, he is apparently a king.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Still getting used to it though, so I gotta remember.
It's
You-
okay, Hadelin. You are doing such a really great job, and there is no other dwarf in this whole arena that is more kinglier than you are. I'm gonna inspire Hadelin.
Wow, thank you, Critty.
You got it, bud.
I was totally nervous a few seconds ago, and I'm not anymore.
You're my favorite dwarf.
All right, well, what is the rest of the? Even though we don't know that they're groups, you know, what are the
Mhm.
rest of the people that look more menacing? I'm assuming maybe.
Yeah. So one group seems to be consistent of let me see. I wrote all these down. It looks like I have to count these. Sorry. It's an elf, an orc, a human, a halfling, a gnome, and a elf. Another group appears to be 5 short individuals that you are not able to really discern what race they are. They are covered in armor, and you just kind of see their eyes, and that's pretty much it. And the last group is a human, a dwarf, an elf, a halfling, and 2 halflings, and 2 humans. So 2 humans, 2 halflings, a dwarf, and an elf. And that is the group that Reed, you recognize one of the humans of.
Can I, because I had really good perception before, can I use some like insight to try to figure out maybe any weaknesses that I see with the groups that are nearer to us?
I mean, they're all in relative view. What kind of?
I would like to. I just want to like look at them and be like, I think you're the weak link of this team.
She's looking for the rookies.
I understand. I'm trying to think. What would you consider a person of a weak link to
Okay.
be? Is it based on like?
I would want to look and see maybe who looks nervous out of the group,
Okay,
who doesn't have an air of confidence.
gotcha. Okay. Roll a perception.
Oh, maybe I'm the nervous one. Never mind.
You look around to try and find the most nervous amongst the group. And as you turn, you see your own reflection in Hadlin's armor, and you're like, that one! And you realize you are looking directly at yourself.
You got this, Critty. You got this. You got this.
I know you do. I already told you to. You don't got to tell me. Because I think you're talking to me.
So
Both-
what's the general demeanor of the other players? Are they serious? Is this seeming like it's more sort of diverting entertainment? Like,
You can definitely you can roll a perception for some more detail. Just don't
Okay.
roll a 1 for some basic stuff.
just need to run back to the computer.
I want to do the same thing with Reed, just kind of looking around with sort of weapon types, armor types, so I see on some of
Gotcha.
these.
Okay.
Oof.
That's enough at least to get a basic sense. And Reed, you'll get a few more detail, but the overall sense is one of seriousness. While they may be, so one group is definitely chatting in a more casual way. One group is chatting in kind of a very quiet but braggadocious way, and another group is very quiet. One group is the quiet one, is the one with the 5 short individuals that you can't really make out anything except eyes. The group that Reed is familiar with is, or not familiar with, but at least recognizes one person, is the one that seems more serious but laid back. And the other group is more talkative and braggadocious, but still on the quieter side. Nobody is trying to like really affect any of the other groups. They're still within their own group. The braggadocious one almost seems like they're trying to all hype each other up with extra confidence type thing. Reed, you notice that. Ouchie or Ellie, you notice that it's primarily just a very serious atmosphere. Everyone is kind of dealing with the tension in their own ways. In terms of weapons, you see a whole slew of weapons. It's really hard to make out anything in particular, to be honest. Everyone is ready to go into melee, ranged, whatever it is. You see that they have a whole assortment of things. So it's hard to pinpoint if one person has like a bow and a sword, you don't know necessarily if they're like a ranged fighter or a melee fighter. But you see that many of them have like a bow and a sword. Some have the daggers and they have like another sword on them. Some have double daggers. It's like the whole assortment of things. But
Okay.
within each group, the only one that kind of stands out as very similar is the 5 short ones, all wearing very similar armor, just quiet.
Gritty. Can I ask you to like talk for a second, maybe to the side?
Yeah, I love talking. What's up?
All right. So this might sound a little bit strange, but is it normal for kings to be more hungry?
Yes. King
I mean,
Henry VIII once had like so much food that I think he gave himself like a heart attack. He was very fat. And like there's all this stuff on the table and you have like people cooking specifically for you. I think it's
Well-
very commonplace. Is there something you're concerned about though?
like I'm just not getting full, and I had like 4 or 5 pies, which is more than what I'd normally have. Like I'm usually a pie and a half guy, but yeah, I'm just not feeling full or sated, I guess. I mean, yeah.
Do you think maybe it's a metaphor for the fact that you completed this big quest, which was like the purpose of your life, and now you're feeling like you don't really have anything to challenge you, and you have an emptiness inside of you that you're trying to fill with pie?
Whoa. See, I mean, I was kind of worried about some mind, like, altering thing here. That's kind of why I took you to the side before I, asked you this question. I wasn't going quite into that depth, but I was thinking I might get fat, like you said, which was concerning by itself. But apparently I got to conquer something else now. All right, well, I think we got it covered.
Well, let's keep an eye on things, and if your pants are starting to get tight, or if maybe you want to go for like a jog or something, and I can do some research when we're done with this tournament. maybe there's something that we can do to help.
I mean, I can go to like a food cart for now. That should help. Yeah, I don't want to eat too much before the fight though, but that's what
Probably
I'll do.
smart.
Yeah.
And
All right.
stretch.
Cool.
Stretch after like eating.
And what can we tell the people we were talking about so it wasn't this? It's got to be pretty easy to say because I'm gonna fuck it up.
Just say we were planning Balin's birthday party.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Is it his birthday?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
But,
Oh, cool. All
you
right.
know,
Balin's birthday. Got it.
We like to be ahead of things.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
All right. And Madeline and Critty return to the group.
So I walk up to the group and I kind of punch Critty in the arm and say, Balin's birthday party. That'll be grand. Yep.
You're
Never mind, Balin. Yeah, never mind.
Thank you, by the way, Dr. Feelgood. And speaking of birthday parties, it is Dr. Feelgood's birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Dr. Feelgood.
He had subbed for 40 months on the day he turned 50. So happy 50th birthday, Dr. Feelgood.
Happy birthday.
That was not scripted at all.
It was not.
He's the one that makes you feel all right. I don't know if you guys know that.
That he does. And I hope today you feel all right as well.
Does he want a happy birthday shout out? Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Dr. President, come on.
It's true.
Dr. President. It makes me feel good.
All right. So, as you guys are waiting, it takes a few more minutes. Everyone is kind of in their collective groups. And you see the shadowy figure come back. And at the same time, it snaps his fingers. In the four corners of the room, you now see Core Decisions, Fire Force, Elite Fighters, and Silent. And everyone to your respective corners. The decisions and rules will be explained by the officiant. And the image goes away. And you guys see the Poor Decisions one is kind of straight and to your left. So it's in the corner, almost like straight across from you. So
I'll slowly walk over towards where our corner is, just trying to see who goes into what other team spot.
okay. You see the 5 little ones go immediately to the corner with Silent. As you slowly sneak. Are you sneaking or you're just kind of going there?
I'm just walking slowly.
Okay. What's the rest of the group, by the way, doing? Balin's probably doing the same thing, just slowly making his way to the Poor Decisions corner.
Just
I'm
gonna
gonna-
saunter over.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over while talking to myself. Critty, don't be nervous. You've got this. You are the toughest bard that you've ever met, and you're really smart, and you've read a lot of books, and you're gonna do a really great job, and you're not gonna fall down or get hurt. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna do great, and I'm gonna inspire myself.
Got it. Reed, with your perception, you notice that the group that was talking but a little more on the braggadocious side is heading towards the corner of Fire Force, and they're also giving Critty a very odd look as they're passing her, and she is talking to herself openly right now. So they just kind of give her a weird look as they go into the Fire Force corner.
But none of them start to try to approach her or anything,
No.
right?
Mm-mm.
I'll
You can gauge that based on the number of guards and everything that are still around, although they're not directly in the room right now. It's a pretty bad idea to instigate anything right now. So no one is like daring to do anything physical outside of the tournament. So
All right, I'll slow my stride enough to let Critty get ahead of me so that I'm in between them and her.
gotcha. They don't really stop for her. They just continue. So they all just kind of walk by.
Yeah, I
But
just want to
you
try
stop.
to
Yep.
impose myself between.
Gotcha. So you stand there, and Critty passes you along with pretty much the rest of the group as they're walking through, and everyone is in their respective corners. The person you previously had an interaction with is in the elite fighters corner. Again, the 5 little ones that are in their armor is in the silent corner. And then you guys are in poor decisions. And the talkative and braggadocious group is in the fire force.
The little ones, they're dwarves or halflings?
You can't tell.
They're just
Jawas.
They're in
Jawas.
armor, and all you can tell is their eyes.
Are their eyes glowing yellow?
Mm, they're not glowing any kind of light color, no.
Okay.
They're just eyes.
If I
This is
throw a
nice.
droid one direction, how do they react?
Oh my god. They quickly scanter over and try to disassemble it to take the parts.
All right.
Okay, so
Are these all guys, or is this
no.
a mix of
No, there's a
men and
mix.
women?
there's a mix.
Okay.
In all the groups except the ones in armor, you can't tell. But
Well, there's
the
one in
other
pink armor.
Okay. One in red,
Fabulous.
one in pink, one in yellow, one in black, and one in
The
blue.
Power Rangers.
One in green and one in red.
Okay.
All right. So
Form feet and legs. Forms
Yeah.
arms and torso. And I'll form the head.
I don't want to fight a Voltron.
all right.
Yeah, that might suck.
Okay.
Drum, you got Voltron. Go.
Start hearing the music. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun,
Oh,
dun,
shit, we lose.
Dun, dun,
What's with that
dun,
sword?
Form
She's
blazing
your blazing
sword.
It's like, you know what? I give up. They win. No, get that away from me.
I really don't feel like being cleaved in half today.
I'm very intimidated.
Okay. So once everyone is in their corners, you begin to see that on the wall, where the bracket was, where it stated that the poor decisions would be facing Fire Force, elite fighters would be facing silent. A small doorway opens within the rock. It slides up, and out comes a older, bearded human dressed in a cloak.
Gandalf.
What do you mean someone... What do you mean? Wait, you threw me there, Finn. Where's this old
In the
fart
combatant
coming
room.
from?
In the combatant
Oh.
room, there's a wall where the brackets were, and then a door opened from within it, and
Oh.
the man came.
Well, since you sent Gandalf, I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor. What questions do you have of me?
What are the rules?
The rules are quite simple, my boy. No cheating, unless you don't get caught. No counter spells will be allowed on the battlefield, and of course, no death rays.
Sorry, what was that about counterspell?
You're not allowed to do it, young lady.
Really?
No, I made it up just for you. Of course.
You see, every group has somebody that's a little upset at that statement.
Yeah. They like the destruction. I like it.
Reed just looks totally distraught. Like, I can't use counterspell. Oh, whatever will I do?
Well, try stabbing someone. That seems to work.
Oh, I've never thought of that option.
Goodness
Yeah.
gracious. Rambunctious little group you are.
The spiky end goes to the other fella, right?
That's right.
And then what do you mean no death rays? Are we
You can't disintegrate. You can't, you can't just, obliterate someone with a finger of death, that kind of thing.
Gotta be kidding me.
If I was kidding you, I'd be like, 2 hobbits walk into a bar.
Mm,
What about charms? Can they charm people?
Charms are allowed.
Grumble, grumble.
Lucky Charms.
I heard they're magically delicious.
I like those.
Just don't try to steal them.
I'm hungry. Hey, I mean, no.
We've had reports of kids. What do you mean? What other questions do you have that are legitimate?
What's the conditions for victory?
Last person standing, my boy.
Is this a free-for-all between all 4 groups?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Shit.
No, it's one-on-one auctions. So you'll face one team at a time, and whoever is the last person standing
Oh,
wins
okay.
the match.
Okay.
Teams advance, though, right?
Well, if you win, yes, that's how usually it works. Yes.
What if they submit? Do we have to knock them unconscious or what?
No, the match is over.
Okay.
They surrender. We still have to beat them to death.
I mean,
Yes,
you
we
know,
prefer. We prefer if you use a wooden bat on that occasion. What do you mean?
just making sure. I like, being very clear in matters of,
You
tournaments.
guys
and
see
all.
one of the other party members that they're being very quiet on the other end. She's like, and what if we kill someone without the kill spell? Well, I mean, accidents happen. This is we have medics and everything and healers ready to go. But if someone were to be, I don't know, I mean, cooked alive, as they say on the battlefield, well, then shit happens.
Everyone that's interested, roll a perception check.
I didn't even see what I rolled. I had
That
to run
was
away again.
7.
Ellie's still thinking about all of her counter spells she had prepared.
What did I get?
You got a
7.
7.
Oh.
It's truly
Adeline.
hilarious. I'm just
Go ahead,
gonna-
go ahead, Finn.
okay.
Go ahead, Finn.
Um,
Yeah, I'll let you take this one.
Come on, give me 1 second. 'Cause I gotta...
You rolled a halfling 1.
So, Critty, Reed, and Hadlin. Balin's not caring at this point because you see him in thought trying to figure out something. And I assume is one of those for. We'll assume Drom doesn't care at the moment.
Yeah, because that first one was from the previous.
Yeah. So we'll assume Drom
So-
doesn't care. I know Drom
No,
ends
no.
up with a double roll. So Critty, Reed, and Hadlin. You notice that as the elf that asked that question of the old man, she was doing so staring basically daggers directly through Ellie. Like she was very specifically
What?
asking about killing. But Ellie, you don't notice this. You rolled a 7. You have no idea.
Okay, so I'm just like staring at the clouds.
Yeah.
And,
You're just-
this
It's a
is an elf
beautiful
woman.
day.
This is another elf woman, correct?
I'll
Beautiful
kind of
day.
elbow Elione in the hip, I suppose, going upwards.
What's
Uh,
going on, Reed?
Do you
What?
have any elven women casters that you've particularly pissed off in your life?
Not that I can recall.
All right.
roll a history check, Ouchie Dumbling, aka Ellie.
Oh.
I'm going to assume she has.
It was her roommate her first year of university. She stole her boyfriend.
Finn, go ahead, buddy.
So you're not. There's no one in particular you can remember that you had upset specifically. However, there have been people that have been upset with you in a general sense. Basically from a. I don't want to reveal too much, Ouchie. So hopefully you understand what I'm gonna say. Your status has made some people angry.
Made me angry.
Yes, but,
She's just so
Well, yeah, you're
smart.
angry too, but no, that's not what he said.
but yes. Your status amongst the elves had made some others angry for different reasons. But they'd been angry before. So specifically, you can't recall someone. You have a general sense though of what in the past has angered someone before.
Okay. And she's staring death daggers at me.
Correct.
Yeah, there's fire coming out of her eyes and in her fingertips.
Okay, well, I'm gonna wink at her and make
There's-
a kissy face.
You also see another elf over there just looking at you with just passing disregard like you're garbage.
Yeah, winks and kissy faces at them.
No effect. She just licks her lips like she's looking at you like you're a pork chop for dinner.
Which team are they on?
Fire
The
Force.
one that you know as Fire Force, yes.
Why are we making enemies all of a sudden?
I don't do you see how they're looking at me?
What
Balin,
did you do then?
I don't know.
Yeah, Balin.
Did you touch one of them? That has usually done bad things for me.
I don't touch things.
Do you know the art of shit talking inside of a grand arena before you fight someone? Something along the lines of, I heard Fire Force wears dresses when they're gonna fight.
Call them
Something like
fire
that.
farce.
Fire farce, alliteration, farce, whatever. That's probably why they don't like you. Whatever, something like that. Yeah, we gotta insult them a little bit. It's part of the game.
Yeah, let's do it. Who's good at insulting?
The female high elf just hears you say that, Hadlin. She takes a dagger out of her things, lights it on fire, and then licks it. Blood comes out in her mouth, and she just looks at you like hungrily.
Ow.
That's not sanitary.
Yeah.
I want to do something
Actually,
like
I think it
remember in
is. I think the
Tombstone?
fire is killing all the bacteria. It probably is the most sanitary weapon.
I want to do something funny to mock that. Like, what could I do?
You
What-
just see the gnome who's like in front of the party, just look at you guys and go, "Oh God."
Uh, mm,
I'll just look back at her. Magical fire does not cauterize the wound. Use real fire.
She looks at you and just winks hungrily, Balin. She's like you roll an insight check.
Okay. 22.
She wants to have your flesh after the fight.
why so angry?
This isn't angry.
How did we land up fighting Dark Eldar instead of elves?
Critty, go talk to those people.
I didn't say anything about torture. God damn, Johnny.
Why do we need to talk to them?
I don't know that.
I think it would.
Well, if there's no more questions, that's enough of the shit talking session. Let's allow we give it to our commentator who will introduce you. And then you see you guys, like a bear goes up and you can't see each other anymore. And then all of a sudden you guys see a door open. He disappears and you hear, "Hi, everybody. Scary Nary here. Welcome to another arena fight here with brought to you by Bloodweiser. Bloodweiser, the king of ales. Why drink ale without a little kick in it? And by kick, we mean blood. Hey, it's Vampires Love. Why shouldn't you? Welcome. We got a great program for you guys tonight. We got two great teams here gonna kick the shit out of each other. The crowd goes crazy. Introducing first, I don't know why they chose this name, but I mean, some people just like a beating. What was the name of your team again?
Poor decisions.
Okay. Coming all the way from, well, parts unknown, we've got the Poor Decisions. And the crowd goes, ha. You guys are kind of ushered into the arena. Let's let them introduce themselves. I use some magic gusto here. Who's your leader over there, Poor Decisions?
I'm going to look directly at Hadlin.
Looks like the dwarf's been selected. All right. Hey, let's get a great intro for these great kids. To the dwarf guy that's got shiny armor. Hey, introduce your team, folks.
Hello, I am Hadlin Brightaxe of Poor Decisions.
Nice.
I introduce to you Reed Tea Leaf, Gritty, Elione, Drumzall, and Balin.
I cast minor illusion and sparks go up. We look very impressive.
And at the end, I throw Bright Axe straight up in the air and then call it back to my hand.
Make a dexterity saving throw just to see what happens. Just want to see if you roll 1 and it hits you in the forehead.
No, he has returning on his weapon.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I'll just roll it anyway because I want to have some fun, damn it. I'm not going to do any damage. All right, you catch the damn thing. Boring.
It looks cool.
Well, that's an interesting team you got there, and a team name, Poor Decisions, makes you wonder what they do after the program. All right, introduce next. We've got the Fire Force, and we'll let their leader introduce themselves. You see them just all walk in and step, and then they all just in one single file stop, and then they turn toward you, and you see the halfling look at all of you, and he slicks back. He's got long black hair. Good evening. I am Atilia, and I'm here to welcome the fabulous Fire Force. Announcer, you're wrong. This is not the name we've chosen. But allow me to introduce my compatriots. We are the fabulous Fire Force, and we're here to be killing fabulously, because who wants to see just normal murder? First, we have from lands far away, Lagilia Saril, the high elf caster. The crowds again going, ah. We didn't have the crowd effect, Finn. I think we need to work on the future.
Hey, Finn.
Yeah.
While their team is introducing themselves, I would like to use my prestidigitation now. I want to do in some very sparkly, pretty rainbow sparkler letters behind their team that says Fire Farce, with the farce kind of blinking. Can I do that?
Yes.
Sweet.
At the same time that happens, Ellie, you see the person that he just introduced do the same thing, prestidigitation, and you see a skull and crossbones with an arrow over your head, and they're all just in there looking at you.
That don't bother me.
Oh, thank you for that
I just hope
wonderful
some-
introduction.
It's like just above her head.
Yes.
I'm gonna start like waving at it to try and get it to go away.
You just see the skull and crossbones ignoring you.
Yeah.
Just tell me that there's at least somebody out in the audience who's laughing at Fire Farce.
You see
please.
all kinds of. You hear everything. You hear laughter. You hear like the moans of ooh, like you hear like everything, like a rumble's about to get going.
Anyway, allow me to continue my introductions. We have the very, very destructive Aki the Devourer. I'm going to smash every single one of you into bloody little pulps there. And you see he's a half orc.
I'm gonna look at Hadlin while they're giving the
He's just like-
introductions.
Go ahead.
I think we need adjectives with our names. I think when you add the devourer after the name, it sounds much cooler.
Well,
Like
you're
Hadlin
lucky
the
I
Mighty.
you're lucky I got through your name, dude. Come on. Look at all the people here. I haven't even drank yet. What are you doing?
Why haven't you drank?
Gotta fight.
I'm gonna go look at and grab a drink from Drum's backpack.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dom's got to have something
Don't
in there.
dwarves fight better when they drink?
That's not scientifically proven.
Yeah, I'm gonna just no. We'll just go no, but yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Maybe.
I think it works better as a reward. Like,
Yeah. So as the he goes, and allow me to introduce this one of our other casters, Pranko Tree, from very far from the east. You just see this shy human girl just looking. And that's all you get. And then you see. And of course, my name is Atilia, your leader. And finally, we introduce from the very kingdom itself, another of our very elven race, Baron Alephin of the Young Realms. And you see him do a very curious bow to all of you and stands up and just looks at all of you and just nonchalantly just, okay, they're over there, people. And I am done. What a great introduction, Fire farts. It's his fabulous fire force, you ninny. Oh, whatever you want to call yourself. All I know is I feel like eating some beans.
I'm gonna look at
Looking at your
Ellie.
teeth.
Make it say fire farts.
Okay. I'm changing it right now.
See?
With a little picture of a bum with like a little
Gas
fire
cloud.
fart.
Hey, it's a little gnome with a little bit of gas coming out of his behind. Hey. The crowd goes, ah! Ah! All right, go into your respective corners, prepare any spells you need, and let's get it on. And now you can go to where you want to place yourselves. Finn, you didn't create any thingies, did you?
Yeah, it's the last page. The last page has the thing. You might need to refresh, but it's there.
What do you mean?
The
Refresh?
last Roll20 page. It's the map.
No, the map I've got, but I mean, you didn't create little.
Oh, tokens for them? No.
Oh no.
You can just use any standard ones for their classes.
Well, I have to download them. You suck.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I can grab them really quick.
All right, just put me those down there.
Yeah.
Make it kind of obvious who they are, so I can figure out who's who. So.
Okay, so we'll have the halfling. We'll have...
All right, Drums out. We'll look at the whole group. Everyone get close. It sounds different, I know, but I'll cast Beacon of Hope on the whole group.
Okay, so the one with the 2. Hold on. I think we have to move everyone. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, just move them. So this is the.
There we go.
This is the halfling, okay, and then this one. Who's this?
That's the male elf.
The male elf, okay.
Yeah, it's a Ignore the actual picture, but that will be the female elf.
Female elf, okay.
Yeah. And then we have, what is it? It's a half orc. Get a second here.
Dun 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 dun. Dun. Yeah, I am doing Harry Carey because that's what the group wanted. I will.
Yeah,
be
that was the
commentary.
decision last week.
I will be doing commentary. God help us.
Okay. There's the half
Half
orc.
elf? Okay.
Orc. Yeah.
Arc. He'd be an arc.
Okay, so we have the elf, the half orc. We need the human. Let's go standard portrait for the human.
Okay.
And then see which one am I missing. We got the halfling.
So we got the.
Oh, we need the
halfling.
gnome. We need the gnome.
Yeah. But she did not introduce, surprisingly.
Oh, we didn't get a drum.
Oh, well,
No,
one for one.
we didn't
yeah.
have him do it. Hadlin did introduce Strom.
Yeah. Fine. We'll assume that they were introduced.
You'll just have to drop Drum onto the map too.
Yeah, I'll do that here in a second. Oh, there's not a good gnome one. We'll assume this one is the gnome then.
Just look up Garden Gnome and just.
It's actually not a bad idea.
The coolest garden gnome I've ever seen. It was Godzilla eating garden gnomes. It was awesome.
The
We've
garden
got that
gnome
in
is
the
a
backyard.
premium
Nice.
asset. Really? Can't believe the garden gnome is considered a premium asset, so I can't get it on. Hold on.
Did you say you can't get it up?
No, I said I can't get it on.
That's just as bad.
I know, I'm not helping myself, but I'm being honest.
Get it on.
Well, luckily, Drom just cast Beacon of Hope, so that might help.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Only with his wisdom throws.
Man, gnomes are hard to find in every sense of the word. Okay, there we go. We will
Surprise.
use the old Oregon.
So I don't mean to be a downer or anything, but are those people evil, or do we know? Because they look like they're gonna be rather vicious towards us, and I don't really want to kill them.
They're angry, but you don't suspect that they're evil.
But that means that one's out to get me.
Yes.
It'll be fine. They have medics somewhere in the audience.
Like I said, angry. Drum
So-
is here.
I don't have to worry about which side of Bright Axe I choose.
Don't hold back.
Let me see. Johnny, I think you should. Okay.
Did
I
we
think
do
you have
anything-
control of Drum's token now.
Yeah, I should. There we go.
You added one? Okay.
Got him.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
And then
Do something drastic like have one of us challenge one of them or something like that, or you think that's just kind of what this place wants is to see group on group fight? Just go with it.
I think they want group on group because they want to get a sizing up of the whole group.
I
Makes
mean, we could see if they want to do one-on-one, if that is what you choose.
It defeats the purpose of this.
I
You
agree.
want
I
to
would
go and
just-
see how the whole group fights, not just one great person and a bunch of sidekicks.
Yep, I was just making sure.
We're missing Ellie.
Uh-oh, what was I supposed to do? I'm sorry. I'm
Your
doing-
character thing on
I'm-
the
Oh God.
map. It's okay.
Yeah.
You want me to drag yours on?
Hey, please, because
Yeah, I
mom
got you.
stuff.
I got you.
Mom spaghetti.
How should we position? Right now we're kind of clumped.
And
My
do we-
lovely lady lumps.
do we have like time to cast anything before it officially starts, or do
You have you have one cast of one spell as preparation. You see, they're casting spells left and right.
Okay, so we should do that then.
Yeah, Drama already went and cast Beacon of Hope.
All right.
So Finn, I don't know if you want to mark that down on his sheet.
Yeah, let me get his sheet open here.
Elione, do you want
Durgan, you're awful.
What do you say?
do you
It's
want to
Durgan.
haste me, or do you want?
I
Hey.
shall do that. Let me run in a second. It's very challenging.
Okay. It is. Okay, so Beacon of Hope is cast.
You
Durgan
guys
said
want
can't
me
get
to
it up
go?
or on poor karma. Awful.
You guys want me to go offense or defense?
Kill stuff.
Kill
Offense.
stuff. And I'll use one of my new spells that I got from the forge in Kergheim. And Hadlin will hold Bright Axe out in front of him and let it go, and it'll begin to float there for a moment, and you'll see golden lightning begin to kind of sparkle off of it and begin to surround Hadlin, and you see that the lightning kind of stays on him and around him and on his form, and it looks like it is working with him, and I cast Spirit Shroud. And it's radiant damage. So I wanted to show the text, but I
Mhm.
actually rolled it. Sorry, but oh, you know what it is. Yeah.
I don't really have anything to cast, so I will just wait.
Dun dun dun
Okay.
dun dun.
I'll move over here.
All right. Which of these enemies is the one that's been looking side-eyed at Ellie?
That would be Yeah.
That one?
Yep,
All right.
the female elf.
I'm gonna. Sorry, I was trying to remember how to do this. I'm going to have already cast Find Familiar. But I was going back and forth between the two, sorry. So I need to find my familiar.
We're getting to cast stuff before any of this starts, and that's not
Just
going to count
pre-
against us in any
Just
way.
pre spells like buffs and stuff. You can't cast anything else.
Hunter's Mark?
No.
All right.
Get out of here.
It's worth a shot.
Worth a shot my ass. You know better. Shame on you.
I might not do very much damage. I might need it.
In
I'd
the
like to cast an action spell before the
I'd
bad
like to
battle
cast
begins.
tactical nuclear weapon on the caster on
That
the
is
other
a,
team.
actually, does somebody have invisibility for Reed? Or the greater one?
Well, I'd actually like to then just stealth if I can before we start the combat.
Go
yeah,
for it.
I was gonna ask, can like the rest of the groups of the people see Hadlin? Like,
Is
especially 'cause
Hadlin
he's-
standing in the open?
Yeah,
Okay.
with his armor glowing and everything.
I'll attempt to stealth as well then.
And whoever was shit talking Elione the most and looks like was like licking the dagger or whatever at Elione, you guys see that Hadlin's his hand begins to kind of shake and says, "If anybody comes after her personally, I'll have some words to say." And he reaches out and looks at his axe, the axe blade part of his axe, and he goes, "I don't know." And then he looks back kind of frantically at the rest of the group. I don't know what's going on, guys.
All right, let's call. Let's
And
get the party started.
I bite out of my axe, and that's intimidation on the rest.
You
of
can't see her. She's behind a pillar.
He moved to the middle. Oh, yeah.
She's behind a pillar. She's
Well, it
got
just- it-
complete cover.
He's intimidating the crowd.
Yeah, whatever.
The crowd goes, boo, boo. But you do notice Hadlin that some pee their pants.
Bad.
Uh,
That looks like something else.
Balin starts freaking out. Because Hadlin freaking just bit his axe.
Here's one of the crowd.
I'm gonna actually
Hey,
break my
his
stealth at that
axe.
point. What the hell is that, Hadlin?
Guys, I'm not hungry anymore. I'm not hungry anymore.
All right.
Pretty
With that, any
Because
last
she was-
calls? Last calls for any spells or anything? We're gonna start for combat.
She was keeping track of symptoms.
Yeah. He has axe bitophilia.
What's metal PTSD?
I feel like that's something you would see on that My Strange Addiction show.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I know. And
No,
it,
I can't stop eating my axe.
No, Helen, we've noticed you've been eating a lot of metal lately. Where does that come from? Okay. All right. Last call. Anything? 3, 2, 1. Good. All right.
Let's get that initiative counter.
It is up. Roll your
Nice.
initiative. Make sure you click your counter. You will not see the enemies
I-
because I'm doing it separately.
I'm
Oh.
gonna need initiative for my snake too.
It's
no, he
it
just
takes
goes
its
on
turn
my-
on your turn.
Yeah, I just remembered. It's been a while since I've done that.
wow,
Let's see
not
if
great
this works.
initiatives.
I know. All right, let's see if this works through drum. Oh man, what a
There's Ellie.
Oh, great.
boy.
You got a
I
natural
can't-
20.
I know, but I can't. I am in the middle of something. right
What's your dex, Ellie?
now. It's a +5. It's 20.
No. What's your dexterity modifier?
I said +5.
Okay.
That's the first thing I said.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Mm.
Does someone want to play me for a little while? Because seriously, I am in the middle of weird stuff right now.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Let me make sure you have control of her combat sheet here. Give me 1 second. Corinth.
All right, I'm just rolling here for their characters.
Okay, you should have control, Corinth, of her token.
Okay.
That snake is adorable now, Christy. At first, I was very
Ah.
confused.
Yep.
It looked like there was a sperm
course.
being thrown on the
Which
arena.
is why we did not keep the first version. This is my white snake Bowie, and he's poisonous. And he is a snake.
Jurgen, no comments. Just no comments. Is it just a regular snake?
Nothing to see here.
All right, let me just figure this out real quick and we will get the party started.
Description of the arena stadium, by the way. The walls are about 30 feet high before you get to the actual seating, right? So the outer circle, the outer oval is 30 feet up. The area in the middle are two walls with a waterfall on all the visible sides. So what you see on the picture is like a water, but 15 feet kind of wide with 5 feet for the wall and then like 5 feet of water. It leaves a narrow opening, 5 feet wide, to go between the two halves. And that is currently where each group is. One group is on the left side, which is you guys. The other group is on the right side from the view that we currently have. So the waterfall itself is at the same height as the wall. So it is 30 feet up. So your visibility of the other group comes from inside of whatever you can see through this hole if you continue to stay on your side. So, and then of course those are pillars. Pillars again 30 feet up. So the pillars also level off with the wall. The little darkened shadow areas are just small kind of hills. That area may be considered rough terrain at best, but for the most part, you guys don't have much movement impact on this. It's just kind of a flat sand arena with the pillars, the waterfalls in the middle, leaving a small gap in the middle.
All right. Give me a second.
Mhm.
Trying to figure out this is ridiculous.
Any questions about the arena while Ranger gets ready for the combat here?
How deep is the water?
How deep is your
5 feet.
water?
So it's 15 feet total, with the middle feet actually being solid, like stone with a wall, and then 5 feet of waterfall on both sides.
All right, Allie did not register, so I
Corinth, can you do a quick roll and then we'll just adjust it?
How do I roll for her initiative?
If you click on her token and then roll from the Hadlin character sheet, it'll just add her onto the turn order and then we can update it.
Okay, so I think I can figure that out. That
okay, there we go.
There you go.
All right, let's change this. What did she roll? Not a 30?
Natural
Nat 20, yeah.
30.
Not
Yep.
20? All right.
Yeah, so total 30.
Dear God, she's got a +10 to initiative?
Mm-hmm. So she has a +5 dex. She's a...
So do I.
Yeah. She
I've
gets-
only got a +5 to it. She got the alert feed, or
Yeah, I think she got alert.
Okay, so all right, everybody, everything with the battle started. Here we go. It looks who's going to be going first. It looks like it's going to be Elione. What does Elione do?
she's gonna do Blade Song, and then you said people were behind pillars and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So for now, she's just gonna hold her action until she can see somebody, and when she can see him, she'll do like firebolt.
All right. Next up then is the mage, and she will use dimensional door and transport herself and the orc. Why can't I use this? Okay, right here. And that will be her turn because she can't do anything besides dimensional door. All right. And then it is Balin's turn.
No, it can't be me. I'm an 8.
He's
Yeah.
rolled. It says 31.
What? No.
What did you roll, Finn?
My total is an 8.
It says 31.
I see 8 on mine. Do you guys see 31?
Nope.
That's weird.
I'm seeing 8 for Balin.
Yeah,
On the
hold on, let me-
initiative
let me-
order, I'm showing me next.
Yeah.
Hold
Reed
on,
had a
hold on.
14. Critty
Okay,
had
hold
a...
on. Then this is wrong. Okay. So Ellie had a 30. Reed, what did you have?
14 total.
14 total. All right.
Critty
Okay.
should be next with a 14.
Okay.
Then I'm showing,
Hold on. It's got like double.
yeah,
all
it's
kind
got
of
double
crap
and
here.
triple people on there, it looks.
Hadlin, what did you roll? 11?
Yeah, Hadlin's next with 11.
Drom 9?
Correct.
Yep.
Why is there multiple? Balin, what did you get? An 8?
8.
Okay. Hadlin, what did you roll?
He was an 11.
And Critty was what?
14.
14. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Let's try this again.
I mean, I'll go next if you want, but...
No, that's wrong. I was like, wait, I thought you had a 30.
I think you disappeared me on it.
No, you're still there. You
I
have
don't
an
see
18.
myself.
Reed tea leaf with an 18, yeah.
I think
No, I
Ranger's...
don't have an 18.
Ranger has a... Or Reed has a 14.
Yeah,
You have a 14? I thought you had an 18.
I have 14. Now I don't even see myself on there.
Yeah, I don't see you on it either.
I've seen.
I don't see Ellie either.
I see Ellie too.
Somehow yours is
Alan.
like... Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
see.
It's like, yeah, you're looking. He's got like duplicate of turn orders
Yeah,
or something.
maybe refresh your roll 20 really quick, Ranger.
Hold on, I'm deleting all this crap.
Yeah, do
Refresh
we
yours
want to
first
just
before...
do it again?
No, let me just refresh.
Refresh it. It should fix it, I think.
Hopefully. Okay. Reed, Critty, Hadlin, Drom, Balin.
I'm refreshing mine
two,
too. to
three,
make sure.
4,
I just
5.
refreshed and literally I see Critty, Drom, and Balin. That's it.
Yeah, I checked on the other view, like Ranger's view, and it does show up. So I don't know why.
I've got the turn order, so I don't know why it's not showing, but I mean, Balin, 1, 2, 3,
Have
4,
it like on the
5,
wrong
6.
layer? Because isn't layers a problem with this?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know what's going on. But yes, Ranger does have the correct order. I can tell you that.
All right.
So-
So then, that being said, she cast Dimension Door, and she is done. Then that means after Ellie, then it is the Barbarian's turn. Like, oh, we like to rage. He gets a little bigger, a little bit veinier, and a little bit bigger, and he is going to go right after Eliona. And he is going to use multiple attacks here. So he is going to use. Yes, go ahead.
I think she gets to do Firebolt at the
Mhm.
kind of at the same time as they
Yeah,
appear.
he's already
right?
raged. So yeah. So go ahead.
But that's what I was wondering if it was before Rage or not.
It'll be after rage because he's going to
Shouldn't
rage
it be
immediately. So she-
before? Because
well,
she
then,
was
he
triggered
rages
whenever...
before she. Yeah, I
I
mean, he would have
held.
raged already. So I
No,
mean,
no,
I'm just
but
saying that he.
hers was triggered whenever she saw someone, so her thing would have triggered at the dimension door.
Okay, so before he teleports, he rages, and then
Okay, that works.
Oh,
it's the first
okay.
action.
That
So
works.
I'm just saying, as you know, to make it more cinematic and stuff, that he's look to rage. He's an idiot. Not the greatest intelligence score. He's raged, but I just wanted to show that he has veins and he looks a little bigger, a little bit angrier, a little bit more pissed off. So if you would like to do something with Ellie, go ahead. She does have a free attack here. Or
Yeah.
she held her action, so what does she want to do?
Yeah, she's just gonna do Firebolt, and I'll just. Oh, hers is on my. Cause for some reason her cantrips are grayed out. I can cast other spells, but I can't click on cantrips. That's really weird. So it's just 3d10 and plus 10. So I'll just roll a d20 plus 10 real quick.
Well, you have to hit, is Firebolt?
Yeah, that's what I said. I'll do d20 plus 10 because she's got a plus 10.
Oh, it's grayed out,
So-
meaning the at will part, Corinth?
Well, like it doesn't have the cast button.
Yeah, because cantrips don't do that with the wizards. So if you click on Firebolt, you get the red cast button.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
see.
because the
Okay,
cast on the
so-
spells page is just to use up the boxes on there to track your spell usage. So cantrips
Okay,
don't
go
have
ahead
that.
and roll 19 hits, roll damage.
So that's 3d10. So I
Mhm.
need to suppose 3. Wow. 25 points of damage.
Nice.
No, it's not. Okay. Okay. It is now his turn. He is going to take a bite out of crime out of Elione. All right. He is going to use reckless attacks. And he's going to frenzy. Yep. He's going to do multiple attacks on her. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. 5 attacks, really? It's a random thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. Plus 9 to hit. What's Ellie's AC?
22.
That's a hit. I'm going to get some more dice here. Hold on. He is a wow, really? Okay. She takes 15 points of damage as he hits her. That is a miss. Oh, he has advantage on this. Never mind. Let's try that again. So that hits again for 7. It's 2. Miss. Miss. Okay, the third attack misses. Hit for 8. Am I doing all right? Melee damage. He gets a +3. It's already in there. Okay. And then last hit. Oh no. Crit. For 32.
Do you have
And
the
that is
total,
his-
Hadlin? I can update her character sheet.
Yeah, you can do it.
Do you know what the total amount? Sorry, I wasn't keeping track of the individual numbers.
Somebody keep track of this stuff,
no,
please.
no. Let me add it. Hold on.
Yeah.
That didn't-
I figured Corinth was actually keeping track of it, so.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
61.
61?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's got 16 temporary.
Yep.
And then
It ate those, so we're good.
All right. Next up is the cleric Bronco. I believe. Let me look at the thing here. Multiple screens suck. Yeah, everyone else 14. Okay, yeah, he gets to go first. All right, he's going to cast. That would be a nasty spell if he gets it off. Hold on. Gotta look at the range on it first.
Keep in mind, the walls are 30 feet high, so they need visibility on our side.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was looking up this spell so I can be for sure that it makes absolute sense. Okay, can't use that. Let's see. Yep. All right. So the cleric will move. Oh, god damn it. What was the range on that? God damn it. It's always something. So he will move. Let me look here. He is going to come on, game. Don't be like this. Let's see, the cleric is which one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so they'll move here. So you can do 1, 2, 3. And cast right through this line. I'm going to draw it through this zone right here. Well, if it'll let me. I would like to use a thing. Through. Really? Let's try this again. Freehand. Like to use this.
Okay, how many different
I know there's boxes
Boxes, 'cause-
everywhere.
I mean, at this point,
I'm.
this
Give me a second here because it keeps doing this. It's like I'm trying to just use the goddamn paintbrush.
I'll be right
And,
back. I get a drink.
I'm watching the
It
squares.
won't let me. It won't let me undo it.
I think I can undo
damn
it for
it.
you. Hold on.
Yeah, get rid of the squares. Why think I make this shit so difficult?
What are you trying to do?
Just draw a line.
Where?
Diagonally through Drum, Reed, and Critty.
Diagonally through draw, read, and critty. Okay.
Yes.
But we're not in a diagonal line, right?
You're not, but he's creating a diagonal line.
It's
through
not
you,
like a
or
full
she is.
diagonal directly. You can make it at an angle, so it hits like part
Yeah.
of one square and another. It's like basically a wall in any kind of angle that you want.
Yeah, so in between Drum, it's basically Drum, Critty, and Reed.
Okay, I got you.
You got it?
Like that.
A little bit more of a 45-degree angle.
More of a 45?
Yeah,
Okay, what's going on now?
I'll tell you in here a second.
Like that?
A little bit more. Yeah, like that. All right. So you see a vertical wall of whirling razor sharp blades made of magical energy. It is a straight wall that is it's 100 feet long and 20 feet high and 5 feet thick. Or a ring wall up. No, I'm not gonna do the ring wall. You all must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, first one will be Drum.
Nope.
Me.
Don't forget, Drum has a advantage because of his shield feat.
Oh yeah, okay.
Nope.
14 for Drum. And Reed. 17.
Nope. So you all see.
Hang on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had inspiration. I'm just checking to see how much it is right now.
Should be, what are you, level 14, 13? If you want to use it, you can use it
1d10.
here. 1d10. So if you want to add that, there you go.
21.
So Critty, you save, you're going to take half damage from this, right? So I'll roll the damage. 3. 51 points of damage as you see a blade barrier goes right on top of you guys from the cleric. And you see the whirling blades and this wall of blades everywhere. You must get out of this or you will next round will take additional damage. I'll allow you guys to move out of it since you took the initial damage. But if you stay there, you are going to take more significant damage. So there you go.
Okay, so how
Critty,
much damage was that, and what was the save on
50,
it?
51, 51, you, Critty, you take half.
Okay, so Critty saved.
Yeah, Critty saves.
Okay, so what was the save? Because I rolled a 17, and I get to take no damage if I pass the save.
You didn't pass the save. So,
My inspiration, I rolled 8 more. I had a
yeah, you passed, so 21. So,
Reed was looking at my 13.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. What's the actual save on this?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just telling you failed.
Somewhere between 17 and 21.
Yes, you
Okay.
rolled a 21.
You
So,
So
you
it's-
saved.
So it's 51 damage on this.
But it is dex, so you can have it because you are a rogue, right? Because you've got what's that skill?
That's what I'm just trying to see if it lets me half it or not because of it.
I think you get half if you save. You don't take any damage because it's dexed. Because of
Yeah.
what's the one skill? Whatever that's called.
Yeah,
Dodge or
evasion.
Evasion. Yeah. So you take half if you want to use evasion here.
And then you can uncanny dodge too.
Well, he's only gonna do one or the other. I'm not gonna let him just not take damage from not saving.
Okay, so half of 51, so 26.
Yes. So that'd be fine for you. Drum, on the other hand, just eats it. So, and with that being said, Reed, it is your turn. There's a giant wall of blades between you and your targets.
Finn, you may have to do the damage on Drum. All right. All right, I'm going to attack that one. So I had been stealthed.
So which one are you attacking?
This one, the one sideways.
There's a big giant wall of blades. You can't see them, I don't think. You're gonna have to move to get a shot at those.
All right, so I will move here, still being stealthed, I hope.
Not going through the blades, I don't think. I'll let you roll stealth with disadvantage.
Okay. $25.
Okay, let me roll their perception. The orc somehow rolled a 2. Even though he's raged. The elf, what's her perception? Ooh. Let me do the math here. Hold on. These are new character sheet, guys. Apologies. I'm doing this on the fly a little bit. Let's see here. She is this one. No, she's not. There she is. And she has. She does not see you.
Okay, so sneak attack and everything going into her.
Go for it.
What the hell is going on here? The
Okay, I'm
patrolling wilderness.
confused. That's a
So
lot of
am I. I don't know
rolls.
what just happened here.
What happened?
That's what I'm trying to see. Hold on. I'm wondering if it's because I've got drum sheet open too, and he's got all kinds of advantage shit checked off. All right, so it would have been a 20. For some reason, that just double clicked. So a 20 or a 26, I guess, would really be what it
Would
would
be
be.
20. I'll just go with your first one. Well,
Okay.
you have 20.
I
and
have
then
advantage.
give us- Yeah, 20 then 15. We'll ignore the 26 and 24 because I don't think you're doing 4 attacks per turn, are you?
No, I get one. That's it. Just like barbarians,
No,
So
Johnny, you forget when somebody asks you if you are God, you say yes.
Yes, I am God.
all right, you're
Do you
here.
have 4 attacks? Yes, I do.
I'm turning your sheet off so that maybe
Okay.
this goes back to something normal.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
Only
late,
thing
guys.
you got a 3rd level beacon of hope marked off. That's it.
Okay.
And you just took 51 damage. So
Ow.
yeah, I know. So
Yeah, sorry about that.
And I'm just looking at something what she has. His bonuses here, but I think you hit her. Yeah, you hit her. Go ahead. Roll damage.
all right, so 41 damage.
Okay.
And then
Damn.
do I
41? Holy crap.
yeah. All right, and then I guess can I continue to hide, or do I have to try to hide again? Or
You have to. I'll let you make a stealth check since you you were successful in your first attempt. Then make another one, please.
okay,
Just normal.
33.
Okay, you make a 33.
Okay,
All
I'll
right.
be right back.
After these messages, he'll be right back. Okay, next up we have Krite. There's a big giant wall of swords trying to cut you to shreds. You might want to move. I'm sorry, what is Critty?
Give me a stepped away. Judging by the mood and the
Okay.
lack of her picture.
Well, I can't really do anything until it's her turn because I'm not going to take the other guys' turn because they're next. Actually, Hadlin, you're up next. If I'm looking at the order here correctly.
Well, I can go.
No, you won't. I guess Critty does, so we'll just have to sit here and I don't know. You guys want to order a pizza? I don't
We can
know.
skip her turn for now until.
No, I really don't want to. It's just-
I quit.
Okay. Quitty crit.
Yeah.
Will
I
our
think we
heroes
can-
prevail in the next episode?
Yeah, I think we have to leave it there.
Okay.
What happened?
Ouchie also
Oh.
has stuff come up, so we probably can just leave it there in the middle of the combat here.
Okay.
Okay. Well, there are blades flying everywhere, people running around, damage being thrown. An arena gone crazy, and we will be back with more at some point. Okay. Well, this combat has definitely proved interesting.
Yeah, it's all your turn. You guys are taking a bunch
Yeah.
of turns next, so I think the tide will turn here. But I mean,
Mm.
yeah,
All
we'll
right.
see what happens.
Okay. So we will come back.
Let's put it on pause. We'll be a couple weeks, you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
2
at
weeks?
least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out from there. So,
Okay.
all right. So we will call it there. Cliffhanger of cliffhangers, mid combat. All right. Well, thank you guys,
All right.
and we'll see you next time, whenever that is. Be on the Discord. We'll give you information.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, bye.
Bye.